Social workers, law enforcement officers, attorneys, and paralegals who interview young victims in our community are being trained in interview techniques designed to reduce the emotional trauma for children. In the process, the goal is to also achieve more favorable court outcomes for those young victims. The training is called Child First, and Mary McCoy of the Department of Social Services tells us how Cumberland County is leading the effort to bring Child First training to not only our region, but to the entire state.
Child First is a training and education program that was developed by Corner House and the National Child Protection Training Center, both located in Minnesota. It's designed as a forensic interviewing training to train law enforcement personnel, prosecutors, social workers who deal with children who are victims of child sexual abuse and physical abuse, to train them in how to talk to children, to get all of the information that the child has about the event that they've been through. And to do that, recognizing child development, recognizing what a child is and is not able to say at the age that they are, and having that as a basis for how you talk to a child and how you approach them and ask those questions. The protocol that's used in Child First is called RATAC, and that stands for rapport. Building rapport is the first step. Anatomy identification is the second step. The touch inquiry is the third step. The abuse scenario is the fourth step, and then closure is the fifth step. And so it's a protocol that you can use and document how you interacted with that child and the information you received based on that protocol. And so it gives those individuals that are working with children a standard to go by and a protocol to use when they're meeting with children. The previous way of doing things was inconsistent. It was based on just the interviewer's knowledge, the law enforcement personnel knowledge, you know, what trainings they may or may not have had. There really was no child development piece involved in that. With social workers, you know, it was just everyone kind of doing their own thing. And this will provide a consistent protocol throughout the state. Approximately 5 years ago, we had Victor Veith come and speak here to our community, and he is the director of the National Child Protection Training Center. He's a very dynamic speaker that has a vision to end child abuse, to do that through education and training. I heard him speak, and I have been through the training myself, and just felt like it was our best opportunity to bring our state, to have consistency throughout our state in interviewing children who are victims of sexual abuse and physical abuse. Well, it reduces the trauma to a child because it provides the opportunity to hopefully do one interview, to have all the agencies involved, be it the district attorney's office, the Department of Social Services, any law enforcement personnel, any victim advocate or any other individual working with the child, to come together as a team. We hope that it will result in more favorable outcomes for children in our communities in regards to perpetrators being identified and being processed through the court system if they are able. The state of North Carolina will be certified in June of 2012. The process to become a Child First state is a 3-week-long process that is stretched out over an 11 to 12-month period of time. We began in August of 2011. We had our first session August the 29th of 2011 here in Fayetteville in Cumberland County, and we had individuals come from across the state, from several different counties and law enforcement agencies. So our next week will be December 5th through the 9th, and then our third week will be June 4th through the 8th. And after June, we will become certified as a Child First state. Part of that process is identifying faculty, and we have done that. That will be able to teach the program throughout the state. When we began meeting, we had several people involved. We have Bladen County Department of Social Services, the Hoke County Department of Social Services, the Fayetteville Police Department, the Cumberland County Sheriff's Department. We had representatives from the military community and the Child Advocacy Center here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. A grant was written by our Assistant Director for Children's Services here at Cumberland County DSS and the Child Advocacy Center to obtain a large portion of the funding. We also received a private donation from a supporter of the Child Advocacy Center. Then our agency here contributed money, as did the Cumberland County Sheriff's Department, the Fayetteville Police Department, Hoke County DSS, and Bladen County DSS, and the Child Advocacy Center. In closing, I'd like to let anyone that's watching know that the opportunity to come to the December and June training sessions is available to any law enforcement personnel, social workers, or attorneys who work with children, or any other individuals who work with children who are victims of sexual abuse or physical abuse. And to attend the training, you would contact Mary McCoy at 677-2443 to get the information and the application sent to you to register for the training.